Hi again, it's Cinnamon. I just got my paycheck, so I decided it would be a great idea to film a budget with me for August. This would be my first one for August, and it's like my first proper budget with me since it's just based on my normal paycheck. You can see the gross here. I like to just do the gross, take out the paycheck deduction so I can see how much of it is going to taxes and my 401k and all that other good stuff. And then from there, look at my take home and see what I can do with that. So this is the gross amount, as I just mentioned. And from my last video, I've made a lot of changes to the aesthetics, logic, but also some of the accounting on this budget. So the first change you'll see are that I added some emojis. Some people like make videos doing this. I was gonna do that maybe, but it would just take way too long because I spent a lot of time thinking about what would, you know, match the name of the like line best and just really work. So I spent way too much time doing this, but it was totally worth it because I can just feel like a better liveliness to each name. I don't know if people add emojis typically to their category names. I just didn't do that because I was already extra tired. And some of these are like, what emoji would go with this? Except for all of the money emojis, which I feel like I had used to just use up completely. So I also learned some new tricks between my videos, starting with an easy way I can just cover only my overspending and not my goals. So I click underfunded, which will cover my overspending and my goals, and then I reset available amounts, and that just covers overspending. So these categories will have overspending because they only occur with a paycheck. I can't fund them before I get a paycheck, but I don't want to pre-fund them again because again, there's no way I can be like, hey, payroll, take this money and then use this for my taxes next time. It's like, no, we'll just take it from the paycheck. So I'm fine seeing overspending in these categories. It's to be expected for what's up. There are some notes that are important for these categories from my last videos. I am keeping my own insurances. I can be on my parents' insurance, but it's just like not great communication on what the plans are and like I would need to coordinate a lot with them to be able to use it. So I just feel like I don't want any roadblocks in just using insurance and being able to go to the doctor and all that good stuff. So yeah, these are the plans right now to just keep this, and I'm happy with my HSA, which brings me to the next issue with this paycheck was that there was no HSA deduction, even though I had set it up. When I revisited the portal, it was at 0. It said I didn't set it up, and so I set it up again, but I'm also wondering if I should just max out my HSA in 2023 with my next income because right now I feel like with maxing out my HSA, I'll actually be kind of tight on all my funds. So we will see. I'm gonna see what it looks like putting some into the HSA and if I can manage that after my next paycheck, but we'll have to see. I also took out the employer contribution. I'm just going to count it when it actually happens because I feel like that's more ynab. I was like counting it ahead of time to make it easier to track how much I could actually put into the HSA myself, but I just did the math and I'm just going to count it when it happens. Nothing else. Ooh, no, this is also notable. So Smart Asset told me I'd be paying 6,200 in state taxes, and I've already paid almost 6,700, and that is only with a few paychecks. So I will continue to pay over this amount. So I can expect a state tax refund from my current state and my former state, and I'm looking to have a pretty big tax refund already. So I was like thinking, what should I do with that? Should I back off on my savings so I can then use a tax refund when I get it to fill up my savings a little bit more? Should I back up on my spending and then when I get the tax refund, use it to spend a little bit more on the stuff I couldn't? I haven't fully decided where I'm gonna go with that yet. Um, I'm leaning towards cutting back on spending, but it is gonna be a real test doing that for not just the rest of the year, but it would take like an additional 4 months to file my taxes and get the refund. So if I'm lucky. So we're looking at what, 9 months of waiting almost, which is, yeah, gonna maybe be hard for me. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do about that yet. It's something I'm thinking about, and that is all for this category. I made some logical changes grouping all my emergency fund categories together. So this is my normal emergency fund, really for income loss and just covering now 4 months of expenses. This is what I want in my checking account for like medium-sized emergencies and my cash account for small emergencies. I also have my medical out-of-pocket max as its own separate emergency, my homeowner's insurance, or not homeowners, renter's insurance deductible for that kind of emergency, and then a bike maintenance emergency fund, which again, I really shouldn't need to tap into. What I like having about having it all in one category though is that I can easily see how much is available in my emergency fund in total. So that is great. Now for the actual assigning. Okay, so I'm going to start off just going at it with trying to assign half, since I'm going to get another paycheck, half of my savings goals. And bam, I was able to do that. Again, I'm going for these stretch goals that might change later on. We have to see what's possible, and I'm really going to test myself. But whew, it already feels like so much is gone just from those savings. And I have to remember I've also been saving in the 401k. Just to bring it back there, I put, where is this amount for my 401k? I guess this is how much I put in the 401k just today. I was surprised. That's higher than I thought it was. That's higher than I was planning on it to be, but I'm almost rushing the 401k funding because I feel like there might be another payroll error that I don't have the time to recover from because, yeah, I would be doing it so close to the end of the year. So that is why things are a little tighter right now. My rent has already come out, so that I funded from last month with my bonus retainer. My renter's insurance won't be coming out because I paid ahead for August in July, so my next charge will be in September. Household utilities, I've had some other charges come out exclusively for internet though, and I wonder if this is all it's going to be. I have to double check my lease. That would be awesome, but until then, I'm just going to make sure this stays fully funded. So let's do that. Great. So if other things come up, I have the funds to handle them, and I really just need to ask and figure out how much I could expect things to be. I'm gonna skip these categories for now because I feel like with my phone it's prepaid, so I've already technically doing 1 month ahead payments. And yeah, I have another paycheck before this comes out, so I'm gonna skip these because I think I want to focus on some important things. Oh my God, transportation. So I haven't been leaving the house at all anywhere. I left the house for work once and spent $45. It was going to be almost $70 because the ride to and from work is usually $20 each. But Uber like just spontaneously changed the ride to like $50 on me, and I almost didn't notice. So I ended up taking a Lyft that time, and Lyft was a normal price. So like Uber surging is super duper weird, and I might switch over to Lyft completely, but not sure yet. The next thing I need to address is my diet. Oh my God, I'm actually super duper happy because I paid for my groceries this week with money from the last Saturday of July, and I stuck with it. I would actually enjoy my meals at home so much than what I've been getting eating out. It was great. I was really hungry and out of food today because I thought I had bought 9 meals, but I'd only bought 7, which just was not smart of me. And because of that, bam, I ordered Uber Eats today. Um, and it was almost $30, and it was not good at all. They put olives in potato salad. Is that normal? It was just not good. Anyway, I'm gonna just put in another week's worth of food expenses. So this would help me cover food for the next 2 weeks. And this is what I actually have left since I already started dipping into that. Don't have any planned hygiene expenses. Like I bought a lot of stuff for the house already. I'm pretty full up on like all that stuff. Ooh, I did want to buy some of those flamingo razors from Target. I'm gonna do like a mini Target haul, so I think I'll put 30 in here. I'll also put 30 in skill development because I need to buy some notebooks from Target. I've been putting all my notes for like life and work in the same notebook, and it's getting chaotic, and I feel like it's actually messing with my focus from work. So I need to put these things in different notebooks, and I want to get nice ones that I can really fill up and not have to keep buying notebooks all the time. I asked my mom to buy me some clothes, so that 180 is probably going to be spent in full this month. I also have some home expenses I want to buy. I have $100 Target gift card, and then I have some money in my girl next door sinking fund. I'll double check how much that is to see how much I can spend on home stuff, but this is probably going to be exclusively for clothes. And hopefully, once I do that, I don't need to buy more clothes, but we'll see. I funded social activities ahead of time because I wanted to have the bandwidth to do that. And I did do some social stuff. Namely, I went out for ice cream. It was $14 with tip, which for ice cream, I mean, I I don't know even what to say about that. I was kind of just shocked when I got up there. And yeah, I was just shocked. That's all that really came out of it. I was just shocked. I had a dinner with my roommates, a home dinner with my roommates, and that was like much cheaper than the ice cream. So the ice cream is really, really good. I kind of want more of it. And now that I have a diet budget, I might get another round of it. It was really good. And ooh, okay. I like to fill up my discretionary because I feel like that just gives me the flexibility to maybe later on move it to different categories as need be. But I like to fill it up just to know I have that buffer in my budget. Okay. I have $3.28 remaining. Let's see what I'm gonna do with that. I don't really have any. I guess I do want to buy some home stuff, so I'll put this in here. Okay, that's good. I can buy $3.28 more of home stuff. Just some changes here is that I had Healthy Home Chef as my medical out-of-pocket max, like savings. That was the number I'd funded with here, but I decided to have it as a sinking fund exclusively and move that into the emergency fund category. So here it now has my out-of-pocket max for all my insurances. And now this will just be a general sinking fund for building up money if I want to get massages or do a workout class or stuff like that. I don't see myself doing too much of that for the rest of the year, given just how like the tax situation is going. But hopefully, when I do get this refund, maybe that's something I can throw a little bit more money at. But yeah, I also separated out this good daughter category into good daughter and great daughter. So this is what I want to be able to contribute to my family's expenses throughout the year. And this is a different category I'm using to track from the security deposit I'm going to get back from my old place. I just decided I could throw that into giving to my family, and that will just be a separate fund to track that because I want to make sure I'm really able to track everything from my current income separately from my past income. So that's why I have those two categories. But again, I might need to tap into those funds for myself depending on what happens and then try to catch up on this number later. So, yeah, nothing I really need to do with my specific sinking funds. I had funded all of the ones that would be coming up soon, and this one may or may not be coming up. I'm gonna have to see. I think I could actually live without Amazon Prime. I don't do that much ordering, so the more I like wait and sit on it, the less I think I need it. Okay, think that's all for this budget with me. I mean, everything is assigned and it's the beginning of this month, so I don't really feel like I need to get ahead on the next month. What do you guys think? Should I start using some of my bonus retainer to get ahead on September? I don't know. The only thing I really need to figure out is about my utilities and also what I want to do with my investments. That is something that's still very daunting to me. I love budgeting, but investing is still out of my wheelhouse. So, with that, I hopefully have some more news to share on that in the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, have a great weekend.